But when Craig Jones came in and started working with them Australian guys, they started doing things a little bit differently. And him working with Jack Della Maddalena, you know, he's escaping differently, different from the traditional way that everybody else has been doing it. Turnover.
Incredible. So I definitely can get a finish. All right, favorite. Islam's great. Him moving up, I still think he's a nightmare for a lot of the people in the division, but I think JDM can...
Eu acho que o Isa vai se dar muito bem nessa categoria, né, mano? Agora vai estar muito mais forte, é um jogo que, tipo, ele gosta de agarrar e botar pra baixo. Eu acho que o Jack Maddalena fazia a mesma luta que ele fez, né? Agora contra o Bilal, batendo, movimentando, saindo, machucando, é uma luta, mas se deixar o Isa agarrar e botar pra baixo...
Maybe I'm wrong, but now this is all feel. This is one of the few fights where I can't really give you a clear answer. So I just feel like JDM.
Fight Week buzz is at an all-time high as analysts and fighters drop their predictions for the massive Islam Makachev versus Jack Della Maddalena clash. Former UFC champion Charles Oliveira got everyone talking after boldly claiming that Islam won't stand and trade punches for long. Instead, he believes Makachev will waste no time dragging Jack to the canvas and dominating him with his world-class ground game. Having personally felt Islam's control inside the octagon, Oliveira's opinion carries serious credibility. When he says wrestling will be the deciding factor, it's not just guesswork, it's experience speaking. Oliveira kept his message short but powerful. After facing Makachev, he knows just how overwhelming the Dagestani's pressure can be once he's in top position. He doesn't see Jack's boxing changing the outcome much. To him, Islam doesn't need to reinvent anything. His tried and true formula of pressure, control, and relentless takedowns will do the job once again.
O que você acha que ganha entre o Jack e o Maddalena e o Islam?
O Maddalena, ele é um jogo muito complicado, porque ele é um cara que ele não vem pra te nocautear rápido, ele vem te magoando, né? Aos poucos. É o que ele fez agora na luta contra o...
That doesn't mean Oliveira underestimates Maddalena's striking. He acknowledged Jack's clean boxing and knockout power, especially early on, but he's convinced that won't last once Islam gets close. The moment Makachev grabs hold, Oliveira believes everything changes. He's been in that spot before and knows just how quickly Islam can turn the tide. His confidence has sparked huge debate online, with fans asking one question: can Jack really stop Islam from making this his kind of fight?
Só que eu acho que o Isa vai se dar muito bem nessa categoria, né, mano? Agora vai estar muito mais forte, é um jogo que, tipo, ele gosta de agarrar e botar pra baixo. Eu acho que o Jack Maddalena fazia a mesma luta que ele fez, né? Agora contra o Bilal, batendo, movimentando, saindo, machucando, é uma luta, mas se deixar o Isa agarrar e botar pra baixo...
But there are voices of doubt. Veteran contender Dariush isn't ready to call it another easy win for Makachev. When asked who leaves Madison Square Garden with gold, Dariush surprised everyone by siding with Jack Della Maddalena. While he respects Islam's technical mastery, he thinks the size difference could be a real problem. Jack is a natural welterweight with serious endurance, and Benail believes that if the fight drags into the later rounds, it could swing heavily in Jack's favor.
I'm gonna lean now towards JDM. Why? I don't know. I feel like the size will make a difference. Cardio-wise, JDM has great cardio. Maybe I'm wrong, but now this is all feel. This is one of the few fights where I can't really give you a clear answer. So I just feel like JDM.
Dariush praised Jack's elite conditioning, saying the Australian thrives when the pace picks up and things get gritty. Even though he admires Makachev's wrestling and composure, he admitted there's something unpredictable about Jack, a spark that makes an upset feel very possible. His comments instantly split the MMA community, with half of the fans calling him crazy and the other half secretly agreeing that the Aussie could shock the world.
He's a big guy. I think he's going to fill into that weight. He's a really big 155er. So I think he's going to... his lifestyle outside of training camp is going to be a little more comfortable, and he'll fill into that weight class, no problem. He's going to be, he could be champion there for sure.
How do you think he does against JDM?
I think the beginning of the fight is going to tell the story, like how well JDM does at getting up, how well JDM does at keeping Islam off of his feet, off of his legs, off of the cage. It's tough to call that because JDM's a big guy, athletic. I'm excited about that. lot of fun fights in the future.
Meanwhile, Umar Nurmagomedov sees no room for doubt. Confident as ever, he insists Islam is at the peak of his powers right now. According to him, Makhachev's timing, technique, and mental sharpness are at an elite level. Umar says Islam's adaptability is what sets him apart. He can turn any situation to his advantage. To Umar, there's no question. Islam remains the clear favorite and will once again prove why he's the best in the world.
Islam in amazing shape, and this guy very smart fighter, and you know I'm his fan, and he have you know he don't have some just one plan for fight, and he have plan A, B, C, and like all alphabet, you know, D, E, A, everything, you know, like if something not he couldn't do, he gonna try other one not good, he have next plan, you know. And he's amazing fighter, and he's amazing friend, brother, and I think he will take this belt. I think he deserves it.
Where do you think that comes from?
Not doing their homework. I think people underestimate them because they're not doing their homework. If you're doing your homework, you better really look at this guy and go, damn, we're fighting pound for pound the number one. I don't care what anybody says. He's pound for pound number one in my eyes. I look at him as number one. I will continue to look at him as number one. And what I've seen in sparring, this first time I've seen him spar twice now.
Talking about Islam's approach to training, Mendez pointed out that Islam isn't limited to one skill set. He explained that the core of Islam's training is based on the system created by Khabib's father, Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov, who believed in mastering all aspects of fighting instead of sticking to one. That's why Islam has developed into a complete MMA fighter. Mendez emphasized that Islam won't just wrestle with Jack. He's bringing precise striking tactical movement and smooth transitions that make him dangerous in every range.
Big mix-up with people. His father's plan has never been grappling. It's never been this. His father was a genius. That's a simple thing. Just grapple him. No, that's not a genius. His father, Khabib's father, was a great man, great coach. He was better than that. So people understand that he wasn't like a grappling, just grappling. That's because that's what he knew and what he had available to him. Because he was a great grappler, he was a great teacher, but he didn't have great striking. But now you go to Abdulmanap's gym and you see great striking coaches. You see Olympic medalists there. You see world champion Thai boxing guys there. You see everybody there. So they have a mix of everything. His father was never about just grappling. He was always about being the best at everything that was available and formulating the right game plan. That's father's plan. It's never been about grappling. So I'm letting it out. Father's not simple. He was a great man. He was a genius.
Mendez went on to say that Islam is ready to adapt to any situation once the cage door closes. He won't stick to a single plan. He'll pressure Jack with a mix of boxing, kicks, and takedowns, switching his game plan whenever needed. Their mission is simple: disrupt Jack's timing, crush his confidence, and dominate every round until Islam leaves.
Well, he can. He can stand with anybody. Islam can stand with him. Whether we're going to box with him, whether we're going to kick with him, whether we're going to look to take him down, we're going to do it all. I mean, if Islam has to just stand with him because he can't take him down, then he'll stand with him, But we have to look for the openings. We can't just stand with somebody to stand with him. We have to look for the openings. We have to see what opportunities we can either open up or he gives us. That's what we'll be looking for. We're not looking to take this guy to the ground per se. We're looking to take advantage of whatever he gives us, or whatever we force him to give us.
According to Mendez, when Islam first came back to camp after deciding to move up, now, he was expecting to see a smaller frame. Instead, Islam showed up looking more solid and stronger than before. Mendez said the dedication Islam has shown is unmatched. His training intensity hasn't slowed down for a single day. At this point, Islam's speed, power, and conditioning are at their best, making this version of him even more dangerous than the lightweight one fans remember.
Well, I haven't been with Islam until training camp 3 weeks now. And when he came in, I looked at him. I was thinking we were going to be quite a bit smaller than Jack. But when I saw him, I said, Safe, the coach, is put him on a good schedule, good workout schedule. I would see him run with vests, a weight vest and the whole bit, and he's put on the weight really nice. So I think Islam right now is about 191 pounds. You know, he's solid 191. So we're not going to have an issue with the weight. You know, jumping up in weight. He was, let's face it, he was a fairly large lightweight as it was, anyways. Okay, now I don't think he's a small welterweight. I don't think he's a big welterweight. I think he's a average size welterweight at the present time.
Recent footage from Islam's training session shows how much he's evolved in striking. His punches and kicks look precise and explosive. Every movement has intent, and his confidence is obvious. Mendes said you can clearly see the difference. He's not just swinging for power, he's picking his shots carefully. Many fans who once labeled him as only a grappler are now realizing how complete his game has become. Islam has also made major improvements in his kicking ability. His latest videos reveal sharp leg kicks, clean body kicks, and lightning fast head kicks. Each strike shows control, balance, and power. Mendes said they've been focusing on making Islam's stand-up just as dangerous as his ground game. The goal is to make him unstoppable from any position, giving him multiple ways to win inside the cage. Instead of lifting heavy weights, Islam has been training his body in new and practical ways. His routine now focuses on bodyweight exercises, high-intensity movements, and balance training. His workouts include explosive push-ups, resistance drills, and strength circuits that build raw, functional power. The goal is to keep him strong, fast, and able to handle bigger opponents at 170 pounds without losing stamina or agility.
Третий заход, наверное, самый легкий посередине. То есть на уровне, нет?
Сейчас они тоже попробуют.
Каждый уровень.
Вот так, да?
Отдельные мышцы укрепляют.
Да, это легко.
Раз. А это вообще.
Ну, вот этот, который есть здесь, с самого краю, он нормально заставляет напрягаться.
Mendes revealed that Islam has also been sparring with a fighter specifically chosen to match Della Maddalena's speed and striking style. The purpose is to make sure Islam feels fully prepared for Jack's rhythm and approach before fight night. Every sparring round is designed to help Islam read Jack's timing perfectly, so nothing inside the octagon catches him off guard. Islam himself shared that he feels at his absolute best heading into this matchup. He said his energy, focus, and conditioning have all reached new heights since starting camp. He believes fans will see a completely upgraded version of him this time. According to Islam, the difference in his performance will speak for itself when the fight begins. He's ready to show the world that welterweight is where he belongs.
Хабиб анонсировал твой бой против Маддалены за титул в полусреднем весе. И расскажи, как проходит твоя подготовка и видишь ли ты опасность в нем?
Подготовка проходит хорошо, только начали. Как раз только говорил, что на сборах были 3 недели, приехали. Опасность, конечно, если человек чемпион на какой-то вес, особенно у нас в организации, там таких проходных не бывает. Так что подхожу с максимальной ответственностью к этому бою. И думаю, буду к середине ноября в хорошей форме.
Islam has also been tightening his submission and choke techniques. His team confirmed he's drilling finishes from every position imaginable. Top control, scrambles, and transitions. He's working to make sure that if the fight goes to the ground, there won't be any escape for Jack. Mendes said Islam's grappling is no longer just about control. It's about ending the fight decisively and quickly.
ما عاد مو لعتات وجود عوائد والله.
Longtime coach and analyst Din Thomas also joined the conversation, highlighting an often overlooked factor, Jack's work with BJJ wizard Craig Jones. Jones, who nearly helped Alexander Volkanovski dethrone Makachev, is now shaping Maddalena's defense and counter-grappling. Thomas believes this could be the key to keeping the fight on the feet. His prediction, Jack might lose some early exchanges, but as the fight goes on, he'll stuff takedowns, stay calm, and start picking Islam apart with his striking. For Thomas, that's how the Australian can turn the tide and steal the win.
Craig Jones is an amazing jiu-jitsu player, and he's a really smart guy.
Yeah.
And he's been able to figure out things and just be more forward thinking. And he said, I was listening to something that he said recently about how everybody does the same thing. And this is something I've been saying for years. Like, we've learned in these last couple of years, we've gotten so far away from jiu-jitsu that we've learned how to do jiu-jitsu from wrestlers. And it hasn't been working out because it just turns into kind of like a wrestling match.
Mm-hmm.
But when Craig Jones came in and started working with them Australian guys, they started doing things a little bit differently. And him working with Jack Della Maddalena, you know, he's escaping differently, different from the traditional way that everybody else has been doing it. Turnover.
When the cage door finally locks, all predictions fade away. It'll come down to skill, discipline, and who wants it more. Will Islam Makachev extend his legacy by proving his dominance across divisions? Or will Jack Della Maddalena shock the world and claim the biggest win of his career? One thing's certain, this fight has all the ingredients for an unforgettable night. Don't miss it. Like, comment, and subscribe to Boxing Cage for all the latest fight coverage, expert breakdowns, and behind-the-scenes updates.